Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steph Curry gives a speech for Andre Iguodala's jersey retirement on February 23 after the game versus the Dallas Mavericks. The Golden State Warriors retired legendary sixth man Andre Iguodala jersey. Steph Curry gave an emotional speech as a tribute to the sixth man who stepped up. I think we all can feel it, but this isn't just about a number going into the rafters. Curry said this is about a player who changed the course of our entire franchise. You were the first one to choose us, and that meant the world for a team that knew we were good but didn't know how to get to that next level. You unlocked so much confidence, so much IQ, so much maturity to what we did. Curry noted that he saw something special in Iguodala before he even joined the Warriors, and soon enough there he was joining Golden State in 2013, thus beginning the dynasty that would lead to 4 rings in 10 years. He also noted something bittersweet since Ig had retired in 2023. Steph is the oldest Warrior barring Chris Paul last season. Of course, as time marches on endlessly, it's only a matter of time before we see Steph, Klay, Draymond, KD and Kevin Looney, yes I'm saying it, immortalized in the rafters right next to their sixth man. Additionally, Curry told his favorite Iggy story. He wasn't a big drinker after we won the first championship in Cleveland. Having a first shot with him, that was a big moment. It took a championship to get him to take a shot of tequila. Curry said that embodies all the hard work that goes into it. It takes that consistent effort, that sacrifice from everybody to experience what a championship was like. Then he kind of loosened some of his personal rules and had a good night with us, so he promised us that, and he came through. In addition to being a fantastic teammate, Iggy is a 4-time champion, 1-time All-Star, and most importantly the 2015 Finals MVP. Iggy will forever be the sixth man who stepped up as an integral part of the Warriors dynasty. Kevin Durant doesn't regret one choice despite disappointing Suns season, says Bryant. As the 2025 NBA trade deadline drew closer, it became apparent that the Phoenix Suns were shopping both Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. While Beal's no-trade clause required him to sign on with any deal the Suns made, Durant in theory could have been dealt anywhere. However, as one of the best players in the NBA, the Suns likely would have respected Durant's wishes and traded him only to a team he would have approved of. That's a big reason why the Golden State Warriors didn't land the star. The Suns ultimately kept Durant on the roster, but now that KD knows he isn't a part of the Suns' long-term vision, he seems to be checked out. With it clear that Durant and the Suns have a broken relationship, most expect the team and star to part ways via trade this off-season. Although not everyone is convinced his legacy is cemented as one of the greatest scorers the game of basketball has ever seen, but how goes out ultimately how he wants to and who he wants to partner up with is something that will be determined, said Jay Williams on ESPN. The odds of him leaving Phoenix this year are very slim in my opinion. At this point in his career, KD just wants to win a title. So far the Sun have proven that is much too lofty of a goal for the franchise, and Durant would be better suited elsewhere, which is where one league insider thinks the star is heading. I don't think Kevin Durant regrets not going to Golden State. I also, by the way, don't think Golden State regrets it because the Jimmy Butler fit has been great and they've moved on, added Bryant before disagreeing with Williams. I do believe that Kevin Durant is leaving the Suns this summer. The Suns have two realities: one, salvage this season and try to get in the play-in. The other reality is their front office. Considering what Kevin Durant trades they're going to make, the only way to begin a pivot out of this team that has failed is to trade Kevin Durant. Durant could have agreed on a trade that would have sent him to Golden State, although it seems like the superstar wants to go out on his own terms and not be remembered as Stephen Curry's sidekick. As the Golden State Warriors embark on a 5-game East Coast road trip, they'll have to wait at least one game for the return of Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga is practicing. Kuminga is scrimmaging. That means he's engaged in the two most exciting words in the vernacular of the Golden State Warriors: ramping up. Their Warriors 22-year-old forward has missed the team's last 24 games with a severe ankle sprain. He returned to practice last week but won't make it back into the Warrior game against the Orlando Magic Thursday night. According to Anthony Slater, it's possible that Kuminga will return in the middle of the road trip, which runs from February 27th to next Thursday, March 6th. Kuminga is averaging 16.8 points this season heading into restricted free agency, but his injury was badly timed both for the team and for Kuminga to show his value there. Team has gelled with Moses M. Oudi and Brandon Podmski in the starting lineup with Jimmy Butler, but Golden State could certainly use Kuminga scoring punch off the bench with Draymond Green playing well with Butler. The Warriors may try to pair Kuminga with Steph Curry more, but with the team on a 4-game winning streak, the team may not feel the need to rush Kuminga back. The ultimate call goes to Rick McClellan's dad, Celebrini, the team's director of sports medicine and performance, and he hasn't given the green light yet. If there's an ideal time to ease Kuminga back, it might be Monday against the Charlotte Hornets. It's the first game of a back-to-back with the team facing the New York Knicks Tuesday, and the Warriors didn't have a lot of trouble with the Hornets this week in San Francisco. It also gives Kuminga 4 days of ramping, a crucial phase in any injury recovery. So Kuminga is still out, but his return is imminent. To paraphrase the great Kate Bush, he'll be ramping up that road, ramping up that hill, and ramping up that building, and we hope with no problems Warriors could go after high-energy big man in free agency. The Golden State Warriors could give Thomas Bryant the fair shake he deserves in the NBA. Bryant is slated for unrestricted free agency this summer once he comes off of his $2.8 million salary this season. The 8-year veteran is a gargantuan center who could add size, floor spacing, high energy and athleticism to the Warriors' front court. Golden State needs a big man who can bring those qualities plus rim protection to the floor for them. Bryant has only seen north of 21 minutes per game twice in his NBA tenure. That came in the 2019-2 and 2020-21 campaigns for the Washington Wizards. He has not been able to enjoy a featured role for long, which he may deserve. The New York native averaged 18.4 points, 7 rebounds and 1 block per game on 59.3% shooting from the field and 41.1% shooting from the free throw line this season. The 27-year-old boasts 7.7 points and 4.4 rebounds a night for the Indiana Pacers across 16.1 minutes of action per Kent. A center who wears his heart on his sleeve and brings intensity to the court could greatly serve the Warriors as a cost-effective low-risk option. Bryant could amplify Golden State's pick and roll and further their rise back to contention next season. And you fan, what do you think of Thomas Bryant's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.